What's up, guys? Something I've thought about lately is a lot of men do not know how to be alone. They have not mastered the art of being alone and conquering your lusts and conquering enjoying yourself. A lot of people don't understand. They have an abundance mindset. They think that they need to constantly be in a relationship, constantly be doing something fun and exciting. Yeah, no, dude, stop. You don't need to do something fun and exciting. One of the best things to do is learning to not be on social media so much, unless you're watching like a YouTube podcast, which I do. I'll listen to a sermon or a podcast, and I find that helps. But I think the reason why the dating market is so cooked is because dudes do not know how to be alone. They really don't, and they just simp after women, and they've never found the satisfaction of being at peace with yourself, and they've never understood how to make things work and be productive being alone, because their identity is always found in someone else. They've never understood that they can have an exciting life just slowing down. It's really interesting that people would rather go out with their friends and get roasted and be the butt end of the joke than to just stay home, and just relax, getting things done, learning a new skill, reading books, journaling. They would rather do that because they are so terrified of who they are. And when they look in the mirror, they're just like, oh no, I better hide from him. They're just so dissatisfied with themselves. And that's not really a good way to live, honestly. People should really understand how to be not so dependent on others. It's like, as a man, you gotta learn isolation and solitude for a season, just for a small portion of your life. It's interesting, Jesus, he went to the wilderness 40 days and 40 nights, and many a times when he was with the disciples, what he would do is he'd go out in the mountains to pray alone to God. And I think so many men just lack that. They need to really understand how to be comfortable with not being entertained. And that's something I'm trying to work through too. But I don't know, this channel's for help. It's not so much for validation. It's to help people, help young men. It's to help guys my age and younger. Trying to learn to do the right things at the right time. As we're in our 20s, this is the time to build skills. This is the time we're at our full strength. We should be trying to make money, not at the expense of our health, but being smarter, being innovators. Some people are good at inventing, but if you're like me, I'm not really good at inventing. I'm better at innovating. I'm a better innovator. And when you're alone, you can really process your thoughts and get a full idea of what you're trying to say. And you you start new things too, like this YouTube channel. This is new for me. But I've learned the more I do it, the more I'm used to it, the more comfortable I am with it. And that would have never happened if I was never alone. Me doing this is getting out of my comfort zone and working out different things to help other people out. But yeah, just mastering that skill of being alone is so underrated, and I think every man needs to have a period in his time when he's alone, when he's just separated from everything, from work, his family, from his friends, from the world, and just getting alone with God and wrestling with your own thoughts. But yeah, that's all. Thanks, guys.